Ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a game.
Peter's one.
Peter, you're echoing, brother. You're echoing, brother. I'm kind of speechless. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was crazy.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, I'm sorry. I couldn't even say hello. I'm still like kind of in my reactionary state right now because I'm like, I'm flabbergasted, right? Like I feel like all of us kind of are because of how just. We'll get into it, and before I forget to even say this, we'll get straight into it. We're not even going to banter. We're not even going to waste time, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, please. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification. Check out the comments. Leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts about this horrendous fucking game, and then go ahead and check out the links in the description for Peter's links, Andrew's links, Chris's links, anyone's links.
I have
guys.
Links.
I don't know if you have links, but hey, yeah, Anthony Taylor, right? He's probably the worst fucking referee to ever exist in this goddamn game, and it's always a fucking Chelsea game. Last season, if it wasn't Liverpool, it would have been another game. This season, now it's fucking Tottenham. So, boys, I'm just gonna let the hounds loose. Let me know your thoughts. What a fucking game.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Yeah, just go. I just hoping just black.
I'm claiming seniority, age-wise.
Nigga's old.
Shut the fuck up. All week, I have had to listen to these random Spurs fans who pop up every 4 or 5 years when they get a new manager, and on one of these new false dawns. I'm surprised I know what day it is with all these false dawns there, but telling me that they were going to come to a place where they've won once in 32 years in all competitions. And smash my team 3-0, 3-1, 2-0. We're going to dominate midfield play. Listen, I'm going to other things. If I woke up from my camera today and you asked me, watching that game, which of the two teams do you think are ready for the season, and who needs more signings in? And I would have said Chelsea are the most ready team, and Spurs need more signings. That was an outstanding performance. I can't remember the last time I've been happy with a performance overall. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we conceded 2 goals, but the performance overall. I mean, even this week, Kai Havertz looked like he put in a shift. I know he missed that opportunity, but
definitely played better.
It was more about him. I mean, Koulibaly. His goal that deserved to be a winning goal, not a draw goal. That was and his. Can I just say his passing as well is so underrated. It's just a thing of beauty. Cucurella slotted right in, gave away a few balls, no problem. Kante, a fantastic performance, but now he's out for 6 weeks again. They just can't catch a break with this guy.
I hope that's not true.
Who else? I thought Sterling. You know what? I know Sterling missed that chance, but I thought some of his hold-up play today, Sterling, some of his layoff for that Havertz chance in the first half was magnificent. And Reece James, that cross for Havertz. I mean, that is one of the best crosses I've ever seen in the game. That was like David Beckham-esque. That cross, honestly. I think it's up there with any of that Trent's done. I thought he was good as well. And I thought, you know what? Big up to Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. I thought they didn't get anything down that right-hand side. There was nothing coming in. But listen, I still think we desperately need a striker. I'm sorry. I know their 2 goals are very controversial, no doubt about it. But we needed that. We needed that extra goal. Just when we were 2-1 up, we needed that one to go 3-1 up, and then Spurs wouldn't have done anything. But very good performance, and also well done, Thomas Tuchel, putting that walking hair plug in his place twice. Yeah, you don't come down the Chelsea side and start celebrating. Yeah, and when you shake someone's hand, you look them in the eye as well. I know you're short, but you know what I mean. Look them in the eye. But listen, it was a great performance. It's a shame about the result, but like I said, I was told all week we were going to get absolutely played off the park and battered. So what do we know, right? But, anyway, someone else.
Go.
What a day, man. What a day.
For real.
What a day. To be honest, right? Um, all week. I don't know why people do this. Like, I understand Tottenham signed a bunch of players who didn't make their starting 11 today. I get it.
Again.
I hear it. But, like, guys, I don't know why we talk ourselves into being afraid. Like, yes, we drop points. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But, look, let's be honest. If you would have told me we were going to perform like that on Monday, which funny thing is, I was one of the very few people who was just confident and kind of just dismissed it, like, oh man, we'll win. I didn't think we would have a referee working actively against us, but like, fair enough, man. I get it. Like Premier League, you got to get your drama, you got to get your talking points, do it, like enjoy it, whatever. But nah, man, we played well. We played as well as I thought we would. It sucks that Kante is hurt. That being said, I'm gonna take a look at our Premier League fixtures upcoming.
I think a midfield. If it wasn't before, Peter, midfield is now priority, right?
Yeah, I agree. So basically, we played Liverpool before the international break. So N'Golo Kante, if you can get fit in like 5 weeks, that would be wonderful. If that's at all possible.
That until like a hamstring, though. Like
that's true. But we have Leeds away, Leicester at home, Southampton away, West Ham at home, Fulham away.
All very winnable games.
Those are all winnable games minus an N'Golo Kante, right? Obviously, we'll miss him. Ruben, great game today.
Yeah.
I have no bad word. I don't really have bad words to say about anyone in our team. This is not going to be me scapegoating players, blaming this, and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, we could have defended the last set piece better. Or the referee could have just done his fucking job and given us a free kick and that last set piece wouldn't have existed. Yeah, the first goal. Kai Havertz probably got hacked down 60 yards from goal. If you want to ignore that and pretend that's a good tackle, that's fine. Richarlison standing directly in Edouard Mendy's line of sight jumps towards the shot as it goes into the bottom corner of the net. Why is none of that looked at?
But do you know what though, Peter? You know that how everyone says, "Oh yeah, he got the ball." That doesn't matter anymore. It's the whole impact of the tackle, right? Just he might have got a tiny bit on the ball. I don't know. Some saying, but he took Kai out because you can still get the ball and the guy can still run on and do something, right? That tiny bit. But he took the player out. And that's what they mean now. That winning the ball does not matter. I can win the ball on a 2-foot tackle. But if I then follow through and destroy the guy's ankle, I'm sent off or foul, whatever.
I just don't know like what we have video review for. If we're not going to use it, at least check if Richarlison is impeding Edouard Mendy's line of sight for a shot. Or to at least, we shouldn't have to use VAR to see Cucurella getting his hair tugged because Anthony Taylor is literally in the camera frame looking right at it. We shouldn't need VAR, but it's there. I don't know why we're checking for a penalty in that situation. I don't get it. But, like, whatever. Look, we played well. That was the team. We played the team today that most people predicted to finish third in the Premier League this season. I don't know where. I don't know where the fuck people were getting that. Maybe I missed something. Tottenham improved majorly. But hey guys, like good for them. They stole a point. You can see their reaction at full time. They know they stole a point. That's cool. It's fine.
Like that Bazuma thing where he over celebrated a draw.
This guy played 12 minutes and is celebrating like I'm not even gonna make the joke because I respect the sanctity of the channel, but it is what it is. He's got bigger things to worry about. Yeah. But man, it's just annoying. But look. Kante got hurt. Honestly, that's the most annoying thing about today to me. Like, it would have been... It is what it is, though. I have nothing bad to say about any of the players. I don't know how you can watch that and complain as a Chelsea fan. I really don't know how. Like, Kante got hurt. He had to come off. Kovacic wasn't fit. Jorginho got hooked off, so it's Ruben and Gallagher at the end. This is what a lot of people were calling for anyways in this weird youth obsession. 2, our coach didn't really have any options.
Nope.
Yeah, I suppose he could have left Jorginho on the pitch, I suppose. But you're not going to play Jorginho and Ruben in a midfield too, are you?
No.
There's a reason we did that last season. Like, there was only so many. This just highlights we're 1 or 2 players away, man, from really like being able to not have to look like that. It would have been nice to have a real center back so Reece didn't have to play there.
Yep.
That'll get sorted.
Hopefully.
I understand the goal scoring thing is annoying, but guys, we're already low on numbers in the middle of the park. Like, if you had to tell me we get 2 more players, a center back and a center mid, yes, Kai Havertz is probably going to piss me off all season. Probably is. But, like, I'm prepared to deal with that. Signing an attacker and leaving us with Ruben, Kovacic, and Jorginho for the next 6 weeks when we have 7 fixtures to play, that's not good to me. I wouldn't do that, personally. I wouldn't do it. But
Chris,
is what
your
it is.
thoughts?
I'll wait after if you.
Go ahead, Chris.
Well, yeah. But shit. What's it called? Jorginho. Yeah, I couldn't get the name out. I actually thought Jorginho did really well. Like, before that mistake, I thought he did really well today. People obviously give him a lot of hate, but I didn't really see much issue. But that mistake, obviously Richarlison, he was offside, yeah. But yeah, he was pretty good. It was literally Anthony Taylor as well. Literally pulling that hair, that's violent. You're pulling the guy's hair down to be violent. You're cheating. It's literally cheating as well for that. So
It was right in front of it, dude. It was clear as fucking day. You even had VAR checking it out. I have it as a thumbnail. If I could see it, how the fuck are the refs not seeing that?
I don't know, but I think it felt like FIFA scripting. It felt like they just wanted to give Tottenham a goal, like to make it 2-2. They apparently deserved 2-2. That's the best thing they're going to get as a draw. But they will never get a win at Stamford Bridge like that. Never. They played awful. They wouldn't press us. I think up to like 60, 70 minutes, they started actually trying to do something. They wasn't really doing anything for the most of the game. It just wasn't. They couldn't press us. Kante was brilliant, but you already said Kante's already done all this. Like Kante's injury is just going to be a huge miss at Chelsea. So yeah, I don't know what else to speak about because I think most of it's been done.
I mean, I'll touch up on this. Rian, bro, come on, bro. Taylor wasn't to blame for. Dude, I've seen free kicks on corners given for so much lighter.
Also, don't do this. Don't engage.
Is he trolling?
No, he is trolling. I know he's trolling. No, listen, Ryan's been on the channel before. I appreciate him.
Time of day, just shoot him, block him, whatever. Like, don't
listen.
like this.
This man wants to talk shit about Reece James not being able to cover his back post. Let's just remind him that about Trent and Mitrovic.
Let's make a pact. We're not going to abandon him from the channel. Let's just ignore him. No one engage with him. It's not worth it. Save your time.
I don't know what.
It's all right. I spoke to him and he did this on Broad's stream.
He's trolling. He's trolling. Ryan, we love you, bro. But keep trolling, bro.
I will say I get
real
like,
quick. Let me just read this. Let me just read the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Liverpool 2001 lad. How is that not a red card? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, even if it wasn't a red card, how is that not a free kick for Chelsea? I've seen corners given for a lot less than hair pulling.
But the thing is, they didn't.
Fouls rather on corners.
They weren't checking for the hair pull. They were checking for a supposed penalty. Apparently, they weren't even checking for that. I don't know, but But the thing is, it's so weird because apparently they couldn't. I don't know. It's something where they couldn't like give some stupid rule where they can't give.
They can't check for multiple things at once. Like,
or a red. But why do they have these rules? Just check if something's happened in the box. Because I tell you right now. If that was the other way around, that would have been a penalty, right?
Oh, yeah.
If Cucurella's pulling Romero's hair, that's a penalty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what they need to
pinching his hair.
Why do they make VAR is supposed to be the most simplest thing, and they find a way to screw it up and make it stupid. Just leave it as it is to check all infractions, defensive and offensive, in the box. Okay, just do that. I don't care if it's gone out for a corner, right? Or afterwards, what happened when the ball was coming into the box or something's happening into the box? Because I tell you what, I think it was last year in the Champions League or the year before, Rudiger got punched in the stomach by a Atletico Madrid player, and that was when no ball was in the box or anything like that. I think it was caught on VAR. But just VAR's here to make life simple, and they put these stupid rules on it, like, oh, we can't check if it's for this, or we can't check if it's for that. So wait a minute. Let me ask. So are we saying then, what if Romero had punched Cucurella? What would happen?
Oh, well, that would have probably.
That's where you draw the line.
That would have probably met the threshold for violent conduct, so it would have
too violent.
With Anthony Taylor choosing not to review that, either that didn't meet the threshold, so they didn't go and review it. But I think how it works,
absurd.
You can't just basically they don't want to re-referee the game. So Anthony Taylor letting that go in the first place is the problem.
But okay, I don't see. Let's say he wasn't fully focused. He was looking at the thing. Whatever. I don't even blame him for the first one. That's that stupid linesman who, in the first half, gave Tottenham a goal kick when it clearly came off one of their players for a corner, and he's right in front of it. That's his fault. I don't even blame Taylor for that because of the angle. That's the linesman's fault right there. Yeah. Or for them to go back and check that. Okay.
Yeah.
See whether it was or it wasn't. But it's just now, and Anthony Taylor doesn't have to do much. It's just one thing that happens during the game where he fucks us over or it's controversial or stuff like that. But saying that, we should have marked better at the corner. So Anthony Taylor doesn't stop our bad marking, does he? So
I guess.
It's one of,
it felt a bit off.
I wanna address this comment real quick. Look, I agree. No, 9 times out of 10, I agree. We should be putting away our chances. There was a Sterling opportunity, the Havertz opportunity, and you could even say the Ruben Loftus-Cheek where he barely headed it. It was very clear that opportunity as well. So you could have been 5-0 up. What bothers me is the fact that both of Tottenham's goal were controversial. The first one, fine. Maybe it's not a foul on Kai Havertz. Maybe you resume the play, whatever. All right, Jorginho messed up. He should have let go of the ball sooner. You could even argue Richarlison was offside. I didn't really look at that. I was more concerned with the Havertz foul before that play even happened. Okay. But how are you going to tell me that second goal isn't a free kick for Chelsea when Cucurella is clearly getting his hair pulled down? He's complaining to the ref. And on top of that, like, how can you make this comment here, but also not see where like both of Tottenham's goal were arguably not valid goals? So you could say like if you take those valid goals away or invalid goals away, we won 2-0. We put the side away. We were dominant in that game. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah. You can understand if there is some elements like we should have put away a couple of more chances. I understand that, and it's okay. That would be where we'd be leading if there wasn't any controversy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
If Spurs had scored if Harry Kane had scored that chance he missed and then they scored a last minute header without anything happening in the box, then we right now are not discussing Anthony Taylor. We're discussing once again Chelsea played brilliantly, but they failed to finish off and all the chances, which is what's been happening, right? So we can't. You can say that's been, but we can't ignore the fact that two things have happened which have affected the game, right? Yeah. I mean, it's great we didn't let it go to our heads and we went on and went 2-1 up, right? Fantastic, right?
Yeah.
But that it's just when it's so blatant, right? I can get away with like a marginal offside or the ref didn't see it or they don't see it. I can see both sides. And it's a stupid rule. That's just that hair pull. It's just so we're saying any offensive player can hair pull on a defender if their side's got the offensive corner. Is that what
I didn't realize we were in South America. I thought we were playing football in the UK.
I was saying that before.
It's just I just don't. I don't know. And
I actually said this. Assad is on point. That foul on Cucurella reminded me so much of the Maguire Aspilicueta wrestling match that we saw last season.
You know what? That's
even
less. That's still less than what that happened to Cucurella.
Yeah.
Cucurella was blatantly cheating. You're pulling someone's hair to pull them down. With them, they're like scrapping, they're holding each other. Yeah, I don't believe that it should have counted as a goal, but like that, I understand that a little bit more because you can be a little bit rough in corners. You can grab or try
of course,
do that type of stuff. But not grabbing hair. Not grabbing hair.
The eye poking, the tickling, all that stupid shit.
That's that man's brand. By the way, that's going to be his brand.
Yeah.
And for his hair, we all know that, right? He's going to get in photos. It is. It's his brand. That's good. We could make up a song about him because of his hair. But I listen. Referee things happen. I really want to focus. I want to let everyone finish, but I want to focus on the performance there. I thought it was.
I
thought everyone, even those who faded away in the second half a little bit, but that first half especially, they were just outstanding. Just outstanding in the way they just crushed Spurs in at everything. They didn't allow. I don't think the Spurs. I think that Ryan Sessegnon thing, but I think he would have been offside. Yeah. But that was it. Yeah. They were just sensational.
I guess let me finish off of my thoughts because I went on a tangent there with Rion and everyone. Overall, the game, I agree with you guys. It was a fantastic game. Very much a big improvement from Everton. I'll start with the negative. Havertz, look, improvement, still not good enough. I appreciate the passion. I do appreciate the passion. He was in that game. He was very passionate about everything, getting mad at the ref, getting mad at and fighting with Romero and all that stuff. I do appreciate that, but the performance needs to improve. Mount, dude, Mount, you know what? Here, I'll just do this one for Mount. Much better than the Everton game. Holy crap. Winning tackles on their end and just overall just being more active. I appreciated Mount a lot more this game. Maybe you guys don't agree, but I thought Mount was so much better this game.
I thought he did well. I thought he faded in the latter stages of the second half.
Yeah, the second half he faded a little.
He had that chance where if he had connected better in that second, that was in because Loris was beaten. You know the one that went just wide?
Oh yeah, the finesse shot too. Yeah, and if he had just got it a little better. Yeah.
Loris was beaten, but I thought he did well. They weren't as wide as Everton, like last year. They did that, but they also came back a bit. They're a bit more connectivity, especially Kai and Sterling had a bit more connection because Sterling set up Kai for that one just before we scored. So I thought he did well. I was a bit worried he was going to boil over with Romero and others. He started pushing people. He got that yellow card. But no, I know Jorginho made that mistake for the first. Just hoof it next time.
I thought Jorginho overall, outside of that mistake, was pretty solid.
I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
That was a classic Kante performance.
Yeah, Kante was great too.
Before his let me just say this.
Yeah, go for it.
While you can focus on doing this, fine. Buy me Ruben Neves from Wolves now.
Yes, I have my doubts about the young. We'll talk about this more on Wednesday probably, but I have my doubts about the young. Aside from that, though, like big standouts, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Wow, like. I know. I don't know if it was me and Chris or someone else. I think we were just talking in Discord because that's where we watch the games, guys. Link to the Discord in the description. We were talking about how Ruben might go, and I don't think Ruben's going to leave this club this summer at all. I think Tuchel really likes him, and you could see proof of that. How Tuchel played him in that Champions League game against Real Madrid, and he stepped up. Tuchel really does trust this guy, and when the cards are against him, Ruben does step up. So respect to Ruben for the performance he put at right wing back. Seriously,
the importance of that position would be once we sign Fofana. It's the rotation of Reece James to either play right wing back or right centre back, or even out for some games. It's crucial.
Ruben can't go.
Reece midfield.
Yeah, he can't go.
Yeah, I don't think Ruben's going.
Ruben can't go. If there's one to go, it's Gallagher, but I don't think any of them are going.
Locked down. They had some.
Yeah.
They had Son actually chasing after Ruben in that first half. He had to defend. Son had to defend. He gave away several corners because we had both sides on lockdown. It was
even defensively, he was okay. He was okay defensively. He was winning tackles and everything.
I'm going to be honest. I think Loftus-Cheek is a better wingback than he is anything else.
You might be right. Yeah, you might be right.
I don't think he's a bad. Don't get me wrong. If Ruben or Reece are our wingback options all season,
I'm not be bad. I won't be mad.
I'm probably cool with that.
Yeah, me too.
Ruben midfield is cool sometimes. It's great.
Ruben Cam, ideal, but
guys, he knows how to play the role. He can do the hybrid tucking in thing, and he's tactically astute. For one thing, people get wrapped up in terms of player qualities. Not everybody can perform the role and be as dynamic with it in terms of positioning. When we see Hudson-Odoi out there, he plays strictly wingback. There's none of this overloading. There's none of this overloading the central areas. There's more responsibility on him. So whatever you want to say, Ruben is trusted by the coaching staff to perform the role, and he performs it well. Also,
and even
we don't want to see Ruben at wingback as Azpilicueta if it's not Reece. Let's be honest. I don't want to see him in the opposition box. No, but not anymore.
That's what was brilliant about, and that's why the signing for Fofana is key for me as well. So that to rotate Reece as much as possible, but also. What was I about to say? I just think you're right. I think also now with Ruben emerging in this new position, it now takes a focus of that area that was probably needed before. or maybe to push it to next summer at least, and go, okay, so now I know I before this Kante injury, I definitely needed a midfielder. I might need two, but and also another attacker, and after Fofana. But it now gives extra funds to what they may have thought they need to spend elsewhere. Suddenly this 40 million for Anthony Gordon pops up, which I don't know if it's true or not. But do you know what I mean? It's like I just think that helps. But Fofana is key for helping those two in that position with the rotation and everything. I thought Aspie was brought on for what he needed to be brought on, actually.
Yeah, defensive.
But given the circumstances, and let me just say, Ruben did well in midfield as well. I thought Gallagher did well in midfield when he came on as well. But for what he did, but I mean, fantastic. Ruben. Yeah. Some people it's weird how they find a role that they never thought they'd have, like Victor Moses back in the day. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make it big as a right wing back at this club. Hey man, he was good, and they locked down Son in that left hand side. Son was a I know he had a shot in the second half, but he was a non-factor today.
But he was pretty non-existent. So was Kulusevski. Cucurella did a good job on his end. And then overall for me, I'm going to say, guys, Koulibaly, this guy is, oh my God, man. What a fucking brick house. This guy is a beast. Absolute monster. And then when I saw him today too, like this, I'm pretty sure 3/4 of this man's weight is his torso. This guy's huge. He's a fucking monster. Like I thought El Monstro Thiago Silva was big, and then I saw Koulibaly next to him. I was like, no, this guy is a beast. Oh my God, I am so grateful for him.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, he's a Senegalese evolved form. He was so solid. But yeah, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
I was literally going to say about Ruben. You know, like people say right wing back. To me, it feels like right mid. He's literally tracking back and coming forward, but he can do everything as a right wing back. He can take on a player. He can cross. He can shoot.
Dude,
I'm not saying he's the best at it, but he's good enough as a backup.
Chris, when he was in the box with Sterling, Ruben Loftus-Cheek's ability to dribble in tight spaces, that's something I would expect from Pulisic or Callum Hudson-Odoi. And I'm seeing it from Ruben Loftus-Cheek at the right wing back.
He has got, that's one of his greatest attributes. You remember the goal against
Juventus?
Amazing. Remember the goal against Juventus last year?
But
also, I do think, though, he should have got on the end of that header from Jorginho.
Yeah, he should have. 100%. Yeah, it was.
But if he plays like that more often as a wing back, I wouldn't even want to look at another wing back as a depth, because he literally does everything as a depth player should be asked for. And he won't do much complaints probably either.
Cube, I get it, Cube. We're all frustrated with the refs on this one. We're trying not to like make it about. Look, Anthony Taylor had enough limelight today with the fucking Premier League and Sky Sports. We're not trying to give him any more.
So many games now.
It's just crazy because last season it was fucking Liverpool.
I mean, Arsenal fans complain about refs. You have no right to complain about refs. We have actual evidence of one single ref having a negative impact on
season after season after season after season.
Andrew, they made a comp about it.
Can I just say something though about like the refereeing and like the Premier League in general? Like this is clearly such an issue that they don't want it to be fixed. It's designed to be this way. Like we're talking about officials and decisions 90 minutes after a pretty damn entertaining match, right? Yeah. Because we feel we've been like wrongly dealt with, you know? It's a Premier League. Part of the exciting branding and like part of the chaos is horrible refereeing. Like I think some of this, I don't think Anthony Taylor says consciously, how can I screw over Chelsea today? It's more so, how can I make chaos just in general? What would be
the center of attention?
Some of this is from, it has to be from a ratings and intrigue perspective, man. Like
narcissistic point of view.
I just refuse to believe all of these refs are actually just this bad. Like I think it's deliberate.
Yeah.
Like,
it's gotta be to a certain extent.
Or if they are this bad, there's no effort on the Footballing Association to improve the standard of refereeing and hold people accountable. Tuchel said it in his post-match today. He said, "So I can't be on the touchline next week, but that ref can whistle." And he was like, "Yeah, man, it's true. There's accountability for coaches, for players, all that. When it comes to the refs, there's nothing, man." And it won't be that way. Like we're gonna see some bullshit happen next week. Like, look, I don't know if you guys watched the Forest West Ham game this morning, but
I saw the highlights.
I don't know how that guy who made that handball, I don't know how he didn't get sent off. Reece James got sent off for the same thing last year at Anfield. He
Oh, he
used
blocked
his
off the line.
arm to make his body bigger on a goal-bound shot. They said, "Oh, he was playing the ball." No, brother.
Oh, the diving one, right?
Where he dove in front of the ball and basically
Yeah, and it hit his like shoulder area,
hit his
arm.
Yeah. So basically, he made his body bigger, right? He stopped a goal-bound shot. That's a red card. That's triple jeopardy.
Yeah.
That's a red card, and that's a penalty. Like I don't know. And people, the refs were like, "Oh, he's playing the ball." No, you're not. No, you're not. Reece James was also playing the ball at Anfield, and he got sent off. I'm thinking, how can that guy stay on the pitch? Never mind, Declan Rice went and missed the PK, but I'm like, they should be playing 11 on 10 here.
Mm-hmm.
And just like nobody really talked about it. I'm like, how did they miss that? And I'm like, oh, this is Forrest's first home game in fucking an entire generation.
Freaking absurd.
Oh, you can't give them a red card and send them down to 10 men facing a PK in there. I was like, oh, got it. I hear it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, West Ham couldn't fucking score. Forrest gets some jammy goal. People are like, oh, storylines, nostalgia. I'm like,
Suchek should have had a hat trick today.
You can't tell me, like, I just see so many things. You can't tell me some of this isn't let go on purpose.
Yeah.
You can't tell me. I don't believe you. Like, we're going to see something dodgy happen next week. It happens every week. It's just not every time we talk about it. But, like, some of this stuff, I'm like, this is so obvious. Nobody on the nobody in the booth, like, for the American broadcast I was watching, even discussed the idea of Richarlison being in Mendy's way for the shot. Nope. Nobody discussed the obvious line of sight condition there. Nobody
Good news, boys.
All just, everybody's fighting. There was a foul.
What the fuck does this come from? That's
good news. Our 40 million bid for Gordon was rejected.
Thank
40 million pounds. Holy shit for this kid.
I
mean,
the
look,
Everton
he's good.
Player?
He's good. Yeah, he's good, but 40 million pounds is a lot to ask for this kid who really has. He's good, but it's been an eye testing. He doesn't really have anything to show for it.
Where the hell did
That's
that
my
come from?
opinion on it.
I don't
know. It came out of nowhere, but yeah. But before we go on to player ratings, can we talk about the fucking pay-per-view match that's coming in the next UFC, which is Thomas Tuchel versus Antonio Kante? Holy crap. That clash was... I haven't seen a clash like that as heated as, like, fucking, I guess, Lampard and Jurgen Klopp, right? Like, I can't remember the last time I saw managers clash that hard. Twice, not even just once. Twice.
Sent off. Both sent off, actually, yeah.
And then fucking Kante, the nerve, fucking confronting Kovacic, who's fucking, who knows, on crutches or whatever, in the fucking, in the hall or whatever, the tunnel. What the fuck was that, boys?
That was...
Hey, fuck that bald midget with his fucking face.
I think someone said it earlier. I wish he would have ripped his wig off or something like that. I would have grabbed myself and then put it on this slightly balding head.
If I was Thomas Tuchel, I'd have grabbed the mic at the post match and said he's been accused of match fixing before. This isn't new. I would have just walked away. He's gone there. And be like, hey, at least my hair is real. Haha.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
I honestly think Conte likes a scrap and he likes the drama around him. He's done this many times before. He just does it, and obviously he got in Tuchel's head, and Tuchel got maybe into his head with the shaking hand. I don't know, but yeah, that was it. Was
don't
the rivalry's kicked off though.
Don't run to the opposition's dugout like that. Yeah, don't run. Don't run, man. Don't do it, man. You know what I mean? You scored well. You scored one of your first goals against us, by the way. 5 of them being against your mob. But it's
first 2 goals against us in 3 years. Fuck.
Exactly, yeah. Well done. And it's like, start running towards us like, you know what? Calm down, right? Yeah, do it in your own box, no problem. Celebrate where your technical area is, no problem whatsoever. What's that line? Don't do it. And again, Thomas Tuchel then did run down 30 yards.
He ran past him, and Kante was looking down, could not make eye contact.
Exactly. So
maybe that's why Thomas was like, "Make eye contact with me" when in the handshake at the end.
But I know what Conte does now when what he does is when he's approached to someone, he just goes, "Ah!" Like he just like goes like that. It's just weird. But listen, man. Listen, they can go off and have their full stunts elsewhere. This man.
Two old men trying to be alpha with another.
Apparently, Conte's the third best manager, but Tuchel outdone him again several times over again for about 90 minutes. So
They have a way better team than us, remember? Like
Well,
they got all the hype.
yeah,
They got a sick attack. What did absolute nothing all game really.
We shut them down today.
No, people need to understand. Like you can have the sexiest front three in world football. If your back eight is getting pammed by our back eight, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Like if they can't get the ball, like Kane literally only turned, like dropped deep, turned and collected the ball and played like 2 through balls the entire game. It's like if there's no like I'm sorry, on midfield of Betancourt and what's his name Højbjerg is not outplaying whatever we have. I don't care. It's not happening. Isn't happening.
No, we said it. We said it last week. Yes, Everton needed 3, but we were very comfortable with 2 in the midfield against what they were going to do.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
I don't
play Basuma again.
I really. Hey, Jet Spence wasn't even on the bench. I really don't understand. I don't think Tuchel could have done anything smarter from a tactical level, like or decision wise, based on what actually happened. Like, rest assured, guys, if N'Golo Kante doesn't pull his hamstring there, he's not subbing off.
No way.
No.
Was it like you can be mad? Like, yeah, he hooked Jorginho for Azpilicueta. We scored shortly after because the combination of Ruben and Kante hunting the ball in midfield and winning it back. So, like, can I really be that pissed to that point? You don't plan on Kante's hamstring popping. If we knew that we were 6 minutes from a Kante hamstring pop, we probably would have hooked him off. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel for Tuchel. I don't think he could have done much better given the tools we had today.
No,
I really don't.
I thought all his subs were spot on as well.
Yeah,
they were spot on, given the circumstances. They were spot on.
I thought they were good. I had no problem with it. Like that's why, we conceded like that. I'm like, I'm annoyed, but like I'm not annoyed at the team. I'm more like frustrated for them because I feel like today we played much better than last week, and we got less points than last week.
Yeah, and we played better.
Mm-hmm.
We played better.
Much better. We bring that intensity and that focus and like that tenacity of winning the ball high up against Everton. We beat them 4 or 5-0.
Dude, next week if we go even 75-80% of what we played today against Leeds, we're going to smash them, even with our front line.
Yeah,
I
hope so.
We're going to destroy them.
Bro, and I think it's funny. Like Cucurella had an assist for that. What a goal by Koulibaly, by the way.
Oh
God, yeah, what a fantastic goal.
What a goal.
People who just look at Koulibaly and think, oh, he's black, so he must not be technically good. I'm like, guys, watch the game. Like, I promise you that volley, like you could get 20 of those in the playground. You're not making any of them like that. Awareness.
Almost had a second one too.
The awareness and reaction for Sterling to duck out of the way of that. I was like, hey, man, good for you. And Sterling being involved in the second one was good. The way to pass was perfect. Yes, it's a simple ball. That's the kind of stuff we've been fucking up in this team for 2 years. Like, like Reece, thank God that Hugo Lloris cheated to his far post and you just hit it right down the middle. But scored, man. Like,
yeah, look, Koulibaly, right? I'm just saying that was a great goal. And then Reece James for that second goal too. Like, look, we'll get to the player raters. We'll talk more in depth about it. But Reece James for that game was quiet. He was RCB. You can't really ask much out of Reece James. He did have the one time I saw Son in this game was when he got fouled by Reece James, and then that was the yellow. Other than that, Son was invisible this game, and that was partially thanks to Reece and his work in the RCB. Once Reece went to the right wing back because we had a sub out Kante. That goal came in, and that was a fantastic finish on Reece, which is what we need our attackers to do more often. And then you know what? I don't know about you guys. I was a little nervous. I was asking, I was saying out loud, please pass the ball, Sterling. Sterling, please pass the ball. Because you know how Sterling can be sometimes.
He can be like that sometimes, yeah.
I knew he was going to.
Yeah. But all right, ladies and gents, let's get into the player ratings. Everyone that is in here, please smash that like button. It does help us out. Help us get to 30 likes right now. Very much appreciated. But let's start the game off with the man in the back, Mendy. I'll start it off. Mendy, for me, that first goal with the Jorginho mistake, it's hard to tell. Was Richarlison in the way?
Yes.
Did Mendy move too slowly?
No, Richarlison was in the way. Fuck that. It's not hard to tell.
Okay, I was not paying attention to that until you guys pointed it out to me. So I'll look back at it.
The funny thing is, like, a foul was like, all right, that might be too far away in a different phase of play. But as soon as the shot came through, Richarlison, because I don't know if you guys watch, right? But when teams are approaching our box, we don't drop into the box really to go with runners. So like we do like the South American school of defending thing where you kind of hold the 18 and you try and get bodies in front so your keeper can see. And the first thing I noticed was Richarlison trying to jump out of the way, but jumping basically in the way. So I was like, oh, I don't even care. This is going to get chalked off. And then everybody started meleeing, and they just let it go. I'm like, wait, did I see that correctly? So I rewinded it. I missed some of the melee to rewind. I'm like, oh, no, he's definitely offsides. They have to call this. But it's just no one talked about it on the broadcast, and people were busy fighting, so everybody forgot.
Yeah.
So I don't want to blame. I wouldn't blame.
The focus was on Havertz, too.
Yeah, like, you can blame Mendy for that. I don't see how. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I really don't think he could have done anything better there.
Yeah.
Do you know how I know that Richarlison did think he was in the way? When Højbjerg goes to shoot, Richarlison puts his arms behind him.
Yep.
So that if it does touch him, it's not going to be called as a handball or something like that. So I know he knows he's in the way of the shot at least. Whether he knows he's in the way of the goal is the second thing, but he knows he's in the way of the shot. So what did you give? What did you
I'm going to give him a 7.
7.
Oh,
okay.
Who's next?
What did Peter give him?
Let's go with Peter. Peter, what are you giving him in a rating?
Man, I don't really have any complaints with what he did today. It sucks that he conceded twice. I don't think he deserved to concede twice.
There was a slight deflection off of Koulibaly. I don't know if it would have. To see, slow it down. Slowing it down.
It did take a nick off Koulibaly. That being said, Richarlison's still offsides. I'm sorry.
No, but the thing is, slowing down the ball going off a deflection makes it look less of an impact.
Yeah.
Sometimes than what it actually is in real time. So I don't know whether that maybe moved the ball slightly up and where Mendy was going to get. I don't know. I'll give him a 7. He made a couple of. He didn't know Sessegnon was going to be offside. That's a good save. He made one from Son.
No, they didn't even call that offsides.
No, they didn't.
I thought they didn't either. Yeah,
they didn't. They didn't even raise the flag. It just went off for our goal kick.
And I watched the replay. I'm like, guys, he's 3 yards offsides. How do they have a corner out of this?
Exactly. No, because I tell you why. Because if it gone for their, I think it went for our goal kick. If it went for their corner, they probably would have called it offside. Hopefully, but I don't know. But it's one of those
not today, Andrew. They would not have done it. They would have
I
the
don't
corner.
know. Yeah,
Today
right.
they would have.
Listen, I can see him being a 6 and a 7. People maybe going, I'll broaden on the side of, I'll be a fence sitter and go 6.5. I'll just do that.
All right, Chris, what do you think, man?
I will go with Marshall and Peter and give him a 7. He wasn't shit or nothing. Like if anyone thinks that, he did what he could do. I couldn't really think he could like save that shot or nothing. So yeah, he did a couple of good saves and did his job.
All right, Chris, start us off on this one. Thiago Silva.
Silva. Let's be honest. Like he was good. Did nothing wrong. Passing it well, defending well. Wasn't our best defender, but he's still good. Like I would give him a 7 as well. Like Silva, he did nothing wrong, and I thought he did pretty good.
Peter, Andrew, then me.
I thought Silva was good, man. I don't really, bro. I can't really fault any of them for much. I have to give him a 7. Like it wasn't as great as last week because he wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a different kind of thing. I liked how he was stepping into midfield, cutting out the counters. He dealt with Kulusevski fairly well, 1v1 one time in the channel. Like I like what I saw. Like I thought it was pretty calm, man. If we get that 30 more times, we'll be all right.
Fair enough.
I agree. It was a very controlled performance. Not only do I credit Thiago that, but the rest around him. He wasn't needed to do his usual outstanding job, neat with the passing. Yeah, it's a very solid 7 because it wasn't. I didn't go, oh my god, Thiago Silva today, which is probably good. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 7 for me.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For me, it's for Thiago Silva. You know, it's not really his fault the goals came in. You know, they were controversial goals. I think he had a pretty quiet day in the office on his behalf. I think everyone else did most of the work, meaning Reece and Koulibaly. So 7 for me as well. Andrew, how about you take this next one? Kalidou.
Right, I'm going to give him a 9. I can't give him a 10 because we didn't win. That's the only thing. His goal was out. That goal did not deserve to be in a draw. It deserved to be a part of a winning team. Do you know what I mean? It was a fantastic fantastic. He tried another. You remember in the first time he also tried another.
Yeah.
As well. His passing was outstanding today. Kulusevski, I didn't even know. The only time I remember Kulusevski was when Koulibaly. Koulibaly was involved in the 2-1 as well, because he got the ball off Kulusevski. If you remember, passed it off to whoever Sterling.
Kante. He won it.
Yeah,
he tackled. Yeah, he tackled the player. Yeah, he dispossessed him.
I thought he was outstanding today, and
he was my man of the match.
I'm pissed he's 31. Well, allegedly 31. Yeah. I'm pissed he's 31.
Allegedly 31.
I wish he was younger. That's all.
No, we should have got him 5 years ago, man.
Yeah, we should have just paid it. We should have paid the 8 million. 5 years ago. He's outstanding. But can I just say this right now? I know they scored 2, but one of the best home performances for a defender I have seen in a home debut for a very long time.
100%.
He was outstanding today. And a credit to that 26 shirt as well.
Hell yeah. Pete, what about you, brother?
Bro, I think Koulibaly was our man of the match.
Yes.
I'll give him an 8.5. I'll give him you know what? No, I'll give him a 9. I really don't think that people watched him because he wasn't playing in the Premier League. People assumed because that Napoli team declined that he was somehow worse. And I'm like, guys, just watch football. Like, I love Rudiger. I will never disrespect Rudiger's contribution to us during his time here.
Yeah.
But I could not look Jesus Christ in the face and tell him that Rudiger is better than Koulibaly. I'm sorry.
It's not a disgrace.
No.
It's not. Listen, when we say Koulibaly is an upgrade of Rudiger, that's not. We're not dissing Rudiger.
Oh, yeah. I would still take Rudiger back 100%.
Yeah, I would take Rudiger back. But
like, imagine both of them with Thiago Silva in between them, something like that. Like, I would think. I'm sorry, like I would, but like, guys, Koulibaly is cold, man. Like in the channel, he's got everybody for pace. Like his feet are good. You saw the technical.
Passing is so underrated.
His passing, his vertical passing is amazing. Like you saw the technical ability on the volley.
You want every header.
Step into midfield. He's able to step up 75, 80 yards from his goal and win the ball and run with people for pace. Like, oh my God. He's
had a hand in 3 goals already this season.
It's just so nice. It's so nice. Like, it's just so nice to have somebody like that who I'll say this, he'll be our player of the season if he stays fit.
It's a bit cool.
You know what? I do. It's hard to disagree with that, considering what we've seen of Koulibaly so far in preseason and the actual season.
He's cold, man.
He has been fantastic, and to me,
so cold, man.
I gotta agree with you guys on a rating, a 9 for me. And what Andrew said with the passing, dude, the amount of times that I would see Kalidou Koulibaly just rip through the midfield like they weren't even there with a ground pass to like Sterling or Jorginho on the other side or something. Just how did that ball get there? He just finds a gap in the midfield and just boom, straight to the offense. All of a sudden we're in the middle of an attack. So it was just it was fantastic performance of Koulibaly, and then defensively always like always just fantastic. So here we go. Live from the streets. The famous man, the thumbnail. And look, he has his avatar now too. Yo, Pater, we saw you on TV, bro. How you doing? Oh, this man's in the tunnel or something.
It's Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think about Kalidou?
Again, like his debut for home. I can't believe how well he started in the Premier League. It's like he's been here for a few years. It's like he's been here for a few years, and like he makes it look so fun to watch as well. Watching Koulibaly is fun as well. I think like his slide tackling, his passing, just everything, and that volley was just like. Why can't our attackers do that? Why can't our attackers volley like that?
Defenders scoring again.
I know it's not fair to like ask defenders, Reece James, Koulibaly, like to do all like our scoring. Like they got to do something. I know Sterling got assist and everything, but yeah, like Kai Havertz, watch his volley, not like learn off him. Like, but
maybe next season, maybe next transfer window, we should go in for goal scoring defenders.
Reece James can play strike. I'm telling you, Reece James can play strike. He used to play it, and he can play better than probably Kai Havertz for shooting wise anyway. But yeah, I give Koulibaly a 9. Like Andrew, I think Andrew said it right. He didn't get the win, but yeah, he was perfect.
Is it safe to say that he's basically all of our man of the matches?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And then Peter said it too.
And you know what? That doesn't mean all the rest were rubbish. Everyone played very well today, but That just shows how good he played today. He's above them. He's outstanding.
Yeah, he was outstanding today. I am so happy with his signing. All right, next one. The right of center back for most of today, and then switch over to right wing back towards the end. Reece James. I guess, Peter, you start this off.
Bro, I thought Reece was good today. I can't even like the tactical foul is a tactical foul. That's something you talk about in the match. Like he made a snap judgment decision. Don't blame him too much. That was off a poor corner, off a set piece. Like, yeah, he probably could have let Son go, and Thiago Silva might have dealt with it, but he might not have. So like, I don't want to hold the yellow card against him too much. That's more like situational than like actually poor decision making and poor positioning. But nah, man, like anybody who can play two positions within the same 90 minutes to as high a level as that, like let alone the finish to give us the 2-1 lead, which I thought was going to be good enough for 3 points, but whatever. Nah, man, Reece was good. I would give him an 8 today. I would give him an 8. I liked what I saw, and I just hope he can stay fit.
Yeah, I gotta agree. For me, it's a 7.5, mostly because he did his job. I can't blame him for that tactical foul. It is Son, after all, one of the fastest in the Prem when it comes to that counterattack. He's known for that, right? So play it safe. It was tactical foul. I'm not upset about it. When he played right wing back, he looked a lot sharper. He actually was trying to beat his man in, and now one attempt of beating his man goes for the cross that Kai Havertz missed blatantly. And yeah, dude, he had a big impact in the game when he was at right wing back. And then, yeah, I think he did a job, so I'll give him a 7.5. Fatter, what's going on with his? What the hell is?
Did you see Timo at the game? You see him at the game, Timo?
I saw him at the game.
I was so shocked.
Wow, so he was there. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, there was video of him being there today.
Yeah, I was trying to think, was that actually?
He likes Chelsea, I guess.
Proper Chelsea.
Proper fucking Chelsea, mate.
Fatter, we saw you, bro. You're on our thumbnail, man. It was crazy.
What do you thought about Reece?
I'll say he's a 9 for me.
Wow.
9.
I thought it was great.
Right. Fatter, who was your man of the match? And also, since you were there right in front of it, who would have won the bout? Would it have been Kante or Tuchel? Fatter?
So can you hear me?
Yeah, we
can hear you. Who would have won? You think Tuchel's reach would have got him the KO or Kante?
I'll say Tuchel. I'll say Tuchel with the KO.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was crazy. But Fatter, who was your man of the match today, man?
I'll say Reece James. Easy for me.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, fair enough. I mean,
I think he's the most sensible one out there. Like, I can count at least like 10 players in that team. I think probably Reece James probably the top of the list. So I think he was great today.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like that foul, like people say, yeah, tactical foul, it is what is happening there. But I just think that he plays the right centre back very, very beautifully. And the fact that we've got Loftus-Cheek as well, I think Loftus-Cheek deserves the credit as well, in my opinion. Because I think that he put the shift in, and I think that helped Reece a lot to cover that Son. He was very quiet today as well, Son being in. So props to Reece James, man, and hopefully this one continues for him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he got that tactical yellow card, which is fine. I also thought it was a mature performance because that was in the first half, if you remember. It was in the second half. And then they played right centre back very well. Also allowed him to move into midfield to break up their play as well. Thought him and Ruben really locked down that right hand side. He then went into right wing back, put in one of the best crosses I've ever seen. And then obviously Havertz missed, but and then he scored. I thought it was very. I want us to get this Fofana deal for him, especially, so he can be rested the right time and rotated into the position at the right time. Because this guy, if you're dishing out contracts, Mr. Bowley, he's top of the list at this moment in time to lock him down for the next 7 years.
Yeah,
something like that. He is an outstanding footballer, and we are very blessed to have him. It's another match. 8.5 for me. He wasn't my man of the match, but he was very good today. He wrapped Son off. He wrapped Son off in a spliff today, man. And Harry Kane as well. I know Harry Kane scored.
Chris, what do you think?
I honestly, that I thought it was amazing, of course, but like he's like the second best player for me. That when he Son, because Son, he's quick. He knocks the ball forward. He can get past those centre backs if he had the right kick on or whatever and ran past them. So I love those fouls, because it just means you're willing to take one for the team and risk it still. Obviously, you wouldn't go get a red card because there was defenders in front of him, but I do love that about him. And that cross, he gets robbed all the time. And I don't know, I get a little bit tired of people saying he's not that creative. He gets robbed a lot. If those a lot of chances he puts in gets put in the net, they wouldn't be talking he's not as creative or whatever. He's a better centre back. He can play centre back, of course. He can play centre back really well. He kept Son quiet all game.
Very much.
I give him an 8.5. He's a brilliant player, like Andrew said. Give him a contract. Give him 150k. I think he's on 60k now. Give him 150. He deserves it. He's our second best ever youth.
Oh, you think it's only going to take 150k? Come on, brother.
I give him 200k.
That's what he's going to ask for, and that's what he should get.
I agree, but I'm just saying,
sorry.
If he gets 1150, then he
we tried to lowball Rudiger, and look at what happened.
True, yeah.
Fair,
if he's not happy with 150, 200.
You're telling me guys like Reece and Mount aren't looking at what's going on at this club over the last 2 years and saying, back up the Brinks truck.
Dude, they will do it.
All that love the club bullshit is cool, but you better pay them niggas. Like, that's just how it works.
They'll do it for Reece, especially, and they'll probably also make him sign a 6-year deal as well. So not the 5.
You better sign one of them 10-year, 230k deals.
So 6-year, Peter, 6-year extension.
Hey, you're about to sign an athletic club deal, brother. You ain't going nowhere. We're about to
he'll be here for the next 8. If he signs a 6-year,
you're gonna sign a Saul Niguez deal, 8 years.
Yeah,
something like that.
He's so important as well.
That's what he signed. But now, Chris, I hear you on the creative part. My thing with Reece is he only really creates in one way, which is creating a half a yard and crossing. He's one of the best crossers of the ball in this league. Don't get me wrong. But you see today how he was willing to take on people in those wide positions.
He needs to do that more often.
Yes.
That is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yes, that is where Reece James be more creative, just be more dynamic with the ball at your feet. You see how Cucurella is willing to dribble people.
Yeah.
In those areas and quick combinations to create overlaps and underlaps and just extra space. I don't need all that, but be willing to dribble at somebody once in a while, especially if it's fucking Ben Davies isolated on his own. I would
100%.
If that's like Robertson, where you're I don't really want to run him, but that's Ben fucking Davies. You better run him right.
I understand that.
Reece may not have the dribbling ability, but he has the physicality, and with that physicality, he can get away with a lot.
I'm not asking you to chop up 6 guys like Hazard and score.
Yeah.
Just get around that one guy enough so you can cross from a different angle. Deep crosses against low blocks are food for people who know what they're doing. You get that guy on his heels, you make him turn his hips, then you can cut it back maybe, you can flash it across goal. You see how Sterling, when he's in those wide positions, gets to he got to the touchline and dinked one basically landed right there on the 6, but nobody was there.
No one was there.
I need to see stuff like that. Just service to different areas. And everybody knows exactly where you're going to put the ball in 2.5 seconds, and they'll just stand there.
Well, he needs 2 things. He raised the right centre back, and Ruben's playing there. He can use him basic as an NFL blocker. Set himself up for a cross. If he's playing right wing back, he needs that right attacking, whether it's Sterling or someone like that, to link up or make the movement, so it takes away the defenders.
That's the thing. It all works in conjunction. That is where we need to, as much as I love the idea, Ruben and Reece, it's great, it's cute, it's Cobham, whatever, it's black, it's great, all that shit. But let's be honest, that shit's not going to work for 10 matches in a row. It just isn't.
It's not going to work against City, for example.
Trenches against Tottenham are one thing. I'm not going to the Etihad with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to Anfield like that either. Actually.
That was cute. It was heart and pride and soul and passion. Brother, we're going to need more than that. When I'm in the UCL quarterfinals in the Bernabeu again, I don't actually want to have to do that again.
No, I don't.
As great as they did, you know what I mean? Upgrades.
Yeah. Speaking on Ruben, though, let's go ahead and move on to Ruben. Look, for me, Just because he had more action, he was on the wing where there was more action. We got to see more of him. For me, I'm giving him an 8. I think he did another fantastic job at the right wing back. Peter said this earlier. I think if we just stick with him at right wing back as a backup to Reece James and we don't go for anyone, and maybe we get Fofana in there too, I think we're solid in that department. I think we'll be okay for the season. Then next season, we can look into like Kyle Walker, and on all these Walker Peters, rather, I'm sorry, and all these other players that we've been linked with in that position. But for me, Ruben, you probably should have had a goal, but it is what it is. You're not known for your heading ability, I guess, but you had a solid performance. You were asked to do something today, and you performed, and I can't complain about that one. Chris, go ahead. What do you think about Ruben?
Oh yeah, like I'm actually really impressed with him playing this right wing back like position or whatever he does, like right mid, right wing back. He can take on a player a lot more. Obviously, in Reece James, he's quick on his feet. He can dribble. He can pass it. He can kind of shoot it, I guess, if he has the right angle and stuff. But like, yeah, I thought he was really good today. I would give him. You gave him an 8. I think an 8's fair. I think an 8. I think he's like one of the best players as well on the pitch.
All right, fair enough. Pete, what about you, brother?
Bro, I'd give him an 8. Like, I have nothing. People can complain about defensive awareness. It's a 6'2" wingback who grew up playing a number 8. Like, you get what you get. Like,
Exactly.
he did well, and like also he has to invert and occupy different areas of the pitch depending on which positions we have the ball. That's a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to perform such a tactically astute role like that. That's not a role you could give to somebody like, and I love him, but like that's not something we could tell Solomon Kalou to do 10 years ago. That's not how, you know what I mean? That's not something we could even tell.
That's a throwback right there.
That's not something we could even tell like fucking Timo Werner to have done last year. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so Tuchel trusts him. You know, is Ruben my favorite player? No, but if that's what I can get 15 to 20 times a year, I'll take it. And he did well today. He did everything he was supposed to. He won his battle on the left-hand side. He made Sessegnon, for the most part, look like a kid. So how can I really be upset? There's nothing to be upset about.
Fair enough, man. Very good analysis. Andrew.
Yeah, I thought he had a very solid performance. No one picked him in their starting lineup for a week, so you know what I mean. I
didn't expect him at all, to be honest.
How he does something like that. He's very good defensively. Locked it down with Reece James, like I said earlier in the stream. On his runs, he had Son tracking him back, making tackles, and then he moved into midfield. Thought he should got more contact on the header. I'm going to go, very good performance. 7.5 from me. Thought he was very solid, very good, and very integral part of the team today. So.
I would say Fatur, but I feel like Fatur is just having some issues with.
Oh, yeah. So, can you hear me again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
wherever you are, whatever bat cave you're in.
RLC, I would give him a 7.5 as well. I'll make up what Andrew said. I think he did really well in that right wing back.
Oh, right.
That was it. What you need to say.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't add nothing more. Like I think.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people underestimate him a lot. He could do physicality.
Yeah, he's right. They underestimate him.
Yeah,
right.
that's all I heard.
Surprised. I'm very surprised. They're probably surprised themselves.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I knew he could play right wing back, and I know in that private game after Udinese, I can't say it. Udinese. Thank you. I always flip flop the consonants there. Udinese, mayonnaise. The second behind closed door games. Really?
There's your fun fact.
Yeah.
That's
that
why
is a fun fact.
Notice Adam Messina went from Watford to Udinese.
No, I didn't know
The
this.
family owns both of those clubs. Yes.
Oh wow! Well, fun fact, guys.
It's like RB Salzburg and RB Leipzig.
That was more obvious,
When
though.
they do a transfer.
Yeah.
Remember, Marshall, remember Isaac's success at Watford a few years ago?
Yes.
Jared Delafeu went to Udinese a few years ago.
Yeah.
He used to be at Watford. Yeah. So all their players go from one club to the other all the time.
Fun fact. Wow. But yeah,
What-
the
what
behind
did I do
closed
to you,
doors
Taha?
games, he apparently did really well. So we knew that we knew that he could do a little small part at the right wing back position. But and Taha, it's not that hard, man. We're all pretty
Not
much
that.
ahead
Just
of
wait
FPL, Chris on
tomorrow.
FPL.
Wait tomorrow. You
Chris,
thought
it's
you
fine.
thought
Guys,
Salah got
guys,
COVID.
actually,
Can you
Pete,
highlight the
Pete,
comment
Pete,
above that's not slandering Chris?
Pete,
I don't know why I did to
Pete, I
Taha,
just
man.
want to let Pete know that Chris has already triple captain Salah for tomorrow's game.
Oh
And
my
you
God.
really want me to give a good reason or not? It's like,
Against
like
No,
this-
Chris, we don't care.
His
Well,
reason is that he wants to stay ahead of me. That's about it.
no, shut up. I was
to
already
be
ahead of you.
completely honest with you, we don't give a fuck. But yeah, so Ruben, right? Here's the thing with ball carriers in professional football. Here's the thing that fans need to understand and need to realize. For a player like Ruben, or a player like Kovacic, or a player like Thiago, or a player like Musa Dembele when he was playing, or a player like Bernardo Silva, maybe to an extent, elite level, like high level ball carriers, people whose best attribute is ball carrying and traveling from one box to the other, they always have this tendency to take one extra touch than they need to in these attacking positions. And that is because they don't often play in these attacking positions, so the timing is off. We say Kovacic, final ball, blah, blah, blah. No, guys, shut up. Shut up. That's never going to happen. We get that shit out your minds. Like, one of the best. Like, Ruben has the same thing. He's not a ball carrier to that extent, but when you can drive through 6-7 guys in youth league football and carry the ball 90 yards and score, in big boy football, you're going to take one extra touch in the box. It's just going to happen. Even the goal against Juve last year, where he had to dribble through fucking 3 people to lay it off to Hudson-Odoi, he didn't have to do that shit. He could have just laid it off earlier. Like, we didn't have to make it look all sexy. But that's him as a player. That's just him. And, like, he's 25 now, 26, been playing professional football for 7 years. That's not going to get coached out of him. The best I can hope for with Ruben in the attacking third is enough players around him close enough for instinctual one-touch football when it comes to him. Just keep the ball moving.
To be fair, if you have this complaint about Ruben now, just wait until you see more of Raheem Sterling this season. We already know what happened, how Raheem Sterling is. Even today, like there was some plays where I was like, please don't dive, just stay up, man. If you stayed up, you would have had a better play. Look, this is just gonna happen. These are players that they just get so used to a style of play that it's so hard to take it out of them. So,
like, bro, you can't coach the one less touch out of players like Kovacic and Ruben. You can't.
Yeah.
You just have to live with it.
It's fair.
Honestly,
it's
that's
fair.
it.
What are you going to say, Andrew?
On a side note, this Anthony Gordon thing might have more merit than we think. Just saying it. Be prepared.
Apparently, we got rejected. So
no. But I think they're going to go back in.
Oh God.
And offer cash plus loan.
Well, that's definitely something we're going to talk about on Wednesday.
Saying, it's something that's got legs. So
this is going to be my.
Huh?
Say that again, Peter.
I'm not going to be sad today. I refuse to let this bring me down.
Where did he play? Because he's playing attack when I saw him.
No, we're not even talking about this. We're not even talking about this. We're letting this go.
We'll hold it off. This will be my last one, ladies and gentlemen in chat, because I do have to head out. Andrew will take over the show from here. But make sure you do smash that like button. Appreciate everyone tuning in right now. And let us know your player ratings. Do this with us. So, Cucurella, he had a very strong first half. And then the second half, he kind of dwindled off. It could be because of fitness. It's his first full game. He didn't even get subbed off. So I'm gonna give him a little bit less than Reese, just because Reese did get a goal. But then Cucurella got the assists. All right, you know what? We're gonna give him the same rating that we gave Reese, 7.5. How about that?
I gave you.
How about Chris? You go next.
Yeah, Cucurella, like he did really good today again. He got cheated against, can't help that. like you said, he did those quick passes, he moved it forward, he did a good cross. I think we should take him more on corners. Like he did that one cross to Koulibaly, I was convinced. So yeah, I think I give him you know what, I'll give him the same as what I give Reese, an 8. I give him an 8. That's an echo, though.
That's Fatur. But Fatur, what do you think,
me?
It's not 9.
Oh, I'll say Cucurella got 7.5 as well, just because he's got an assist. And I think second half it did have a hard time. Maybe like you said though, Marshall, about his fitness. It's his first full game as well. And yeah, I think he'll be all right. I think he's gonna get used to it again in the training. So it'd be interesting as well. Like what kind of plan that Tuchel.
I think next game he should be fine. He played a full 90. He has a week off.
That's the thing. Like I can see potential future for this kid.
I ain't mad about it either. So, Pete, what do you think, brother?
I think Cucurella was good, man. I think it's looking long for Chilwell on this team. And hey, it is what it is. We talked about it.
It is what it is, yeah.
But like, hey man, Chilwell, August 30th, Southampton away. I'll see you there, brother. I won't be there. I'll see you on TV. Until then, I don't even know if my brother's getting up to warm up. I'll be real with you. But Cucurella was good. I thought he was pretty good. Second half was a bit tough because they kind of played on that side. Fair enough. But I liked what I saw for his home debut, for his full debut period. Like, how can you really? The assist was cool. Like, the real question is why is Koulibaly's so fucking wide open? But like, that's the Spurs.
Who cares?
Yeah, like, I was like, all right. But no, you did well, man. Yeah, like he did well. Like I have nothing bad to say, nothing real negative to say. It was passes were crisp. He's very like quick in the tackle. Like he's quicker closing people down. He's a better tackler than Ben Chilwell is. I love Ben Chilwell. I respect what he's contributed to our team. He's not better on the ball defensively than Cucurella is. He's just not. Cucurella is more agile. He's got a lower center of gravity. He's better like in the duels. So you could definitely see like the more I watch them, the more I watch him play, the more it makes sense to me why we're willing to spend such a big number on him. But no, man, I thought he was good. I actually thought he was really good today.
Fair enough. And then Andrew.
Listen, I just think it's just good that even if you don't think Shaw will start, that just to have the option of Shaw on the bench and not Alonso just brings me happiness beyond belief. Even though I might not express it. I thought in the first half he gave away a couple of balls, needless passes, but the second half but it was good defensively. Second half he sort of shored that up. And do you know what? He's one of those players that got the low centre of gravity thing. Mm-hmm. He's tough to knock off the ball. He's got that. I just like him because you know what? He's going to do that hair pull to someone else as well this summer. I just know it, or this season. And we're going to rave about it. That's how it
Yes.
I thought he was solid. Like I say, second half was more attacking, but I give him 7.5. For another good home debut.
Fair enough.
Whether Chilwell starts or not, just to have these two as the options for this moment in time is just something I've been waiting. I think all Chelsea have been waiting for about 5 or 6 years at this moment in time. So
100% agree. Andrew, you got it from here. You got full control, brother.
Yeah.
All right,
guys. Full control to me. I got this.
No.
Either of you guys got this, but thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you on Wednesday. We'll be doing another stream then, but stay tuned for this one. Andrew will be finishing off the ratings. Smash that like button. I'll catch you guys. Peace.
There ya. Yeah. Okay, so done Cucurella. Let's talk about Jorginho. Peter, do you want to start with J5?
Yeah, dude, look, like, mistake for the first goal. I kind of feel for him.
Yep.
But I think on the whole, his performance was good.
Yep.
Like, I think he played better than last week again.
Yes.
Like, it's a weird, like, mistakes get magnified when they result in goals, you know? Mm-hmm. I hear it, but, like, our midfield pivot, dude, I really don't have complaints about it. Like, I understand Jorginho getting hooked and moving Ruben into midfield. I get it. Because Tottenham are going a bit more direct. And say what you for Ruben, he's 6'2.5" and can jump. Jorginho cannot jump. He's also not 6'2". Like, we had to put in Atsby that moved Reece up. It helped us out. Like, I don't really have much of a complaint outside the obvious mistake that was made. But, like, if we're being honest, if we're being serious, should that have counted? Probably not. So, like,
No, I agree. So what are you going to give him then?
I'll give him a 7.
Okay.
think it was a calm game for him. It's good.
Chris?
Who are we on?
Jorginho.
Oh, Jorginho, yeah, okay. Yeah, like, I honestly thought, okay, before, like, you know, the mistake he made, I honestly thought he's really good in that game. He's doing everything right, what Jorginho does right. But yeah, he did do that mistake. Even though I thought, you know, Kai Havertz got fouled, so it should maybe not happen because of that, but, like, I honestly thought he was good on the pitch. I'm not sure why Tuchel subbed him off either because of the mistake, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt Tuchel did it because of that reason. But yeah, I would give him a 7 or something like that.
Okay. Timo, if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Jorginho?
Jorginho, I would give him a 7 as well. Just standard thing.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest criticism is for the people that have agenda on Jorginho. You know what, guys? It's all right. I feel like that equalizer is yeah. For me, it's from where I look. It's just an awkward spot for Jorginho because I think in the second half alone, if you look at the game plan from Tottenham, they were kind of targeting Jorginho a lot though, and I think I do think he needs some help in that midfield because he was getting 3 or 4 or 5 guys around him. He cannot do this by himself. So, you know what? At least at the end of the day, like, I do understand Tuchel kind of a bit pissed off the way that he substituted him. But I don't think he was the bad bunch of this team.
Okay. I'm going to give him a 7 as well because of the mistake in the box. We should have hoofed it, even if Richarlison's offside should have hoofed it. Apart from a couple of times in the first half, he gave away the ball just a couple of times. But other than that, him and Kante were really in control of that midfield. Højbjerg and Bentancur really didn't do anything. I know Højbjerg scored, but if he's taken off fatigue, I can see why. You know, he played full 90. How many miles did he put on his clock this past season? You know, having to overplay and everything like that. The problem was we didn't have a suitable replacement to come on and take his role. Do you know what I mean? So I give him a 7, even with that mistake. I thought his passing was very good. Nick could have had an assist if Ruben had got more on that header. So it was a fantastic ball spotted in. Now, I'd like to see him do more of that if the runners are there, because we know he can do it. He did it for Kai last season, did it for Tammy a couple of seasons before that. So I think a 7 is just right. It was very for me. He was very good. It was one of his best performances he's done. Tired turtle. But listen, you can say
I don't know. Some of you guys in the comments don't know ball, man. I'll be real. It's a hard role to play. That's a hard role to play when you've got a front three nipping at your heels and you've got Bentancur and Højbjerg running around just kicking it out of you.
Listen.
I was thinking that too.
I'm surprised. Listen, Thomas Tuchel doesn't substitute Jorginho a lot. If you look at him, right, he very rarely does it. So for him to substitute him, he must have been worried about him picking up an injury. Unfortunately, Kante did. But listen, it was a 7 for me. I thought he was very good. Let's move on to Kante. Timo, you want to start with Kante?
Oh, I do have some updates on Kante.
Okay.
I think he had a muscle, more of a hamstring muscle.
Yeah, he was grabbing his hamstring when he went down. Tuchel said he feels it a lot, so we're probably looking at like 6 weeks out.
I'll give him 7.5 though.
Okay. All right.
I think he looks solid. Like he looks so much better. You know when last year we criticized Kante about his ball progression?
Yeah.
But I think he looked much better compared to the one from last season. And I do think the criticism that he's been received from the fan base, I think he's gonna like answer it today. And hopefully he can continue this form. And it's unfortunate that he's gonna miss about 6 weeks. And he might be back for the Liverpool game, in my opinion.
He won't start it.
But he won't start. But again, I think we need to sort out. We need to get another midfielder in before the window closes. Because we already lost Kovacic before this game. We lost Kante as well. So practically you're going to sit with Jorginho and Gallagher in that midfield. And lots
No,
of
you're
shit
right.
as well.
No, you're right. Chris, what are you saying about Kante?
Like we were saying before earlier today, I honestly thought Kante looked like the old Kante. He was literally everywhere, winning the balls. Even I thought his passing was decent. Like he was trying to whip in some balls into the box. Wasn't too bad. It's a shame he's injured again. That's the story of Kante now. His legs are gone. It's so sad. We're so desperate on to use Kante sometimes because we don't have anyone else to play.
Yeah.
So we obviously have to play Kante almost 90 minutes. Did he play 90 minutes last game?
Yes.
Don't know. Did he?
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I think he did.
Yes, he did, because Jorginho got subbed out for Gallagher in like the 98th.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame we have to use Kante a lot. Like Kante is on borrowed time. Like he's just like ticking. So, but yeah,
What'd you give him?
I haven't given my rating, have I? I give him a 7.5. But he was good.
Spoiler alert for Chelsea fans this season: this will not be Kante's first injury this season. Spoiler alert.
Oh well, that's a sad thing.
I know, it's very sad. Peter, what do you think of N'Golo?
I thought Kante was good, man. I'd give Kante an 8. I think he played a little bit better than Jorginho. I mentioned it on Twitter last week. Like, Jorginho and Kante have to play this game regardless if Kovacic is fit.
Yeah.
I think when they were on the pitch together, we saw why.
Yeah.
We saw the good part of Jorginho and Kante as a pivot today. Yes, I think it's reductive against smaller teams, worse quality teams that don't have the threat on the break or like the just hackers in midfield. Like, I think Kante did well, man. Held his own. I'd give him probably 7.5 and 8. Sucks that he's hurt, but hey, man, I don't really have any complaints about the performance. I can't be mad about it. I thought he played like dog shit last week, but I thought our whole team played like dog shit. So like, it's not a specific thing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was almost a retro performance from Kante today.
Mm-hmm.
Back to what he does best: breaking up play, passing the ball. Try to get in much involved as much as he can without overdoing it. But his passing was far better this week than it was last week. And, it's just unfortunate the injury just ruined it. I give him an 8. But it's very solid for him and Jorginho bossed the midfield. They might not be pressing a lot, but I think that was due to us really controlling the ball and pressing them from the front. So that's why the Spurs were a little bit deeper. But I thought he was very impressive. The pivot worked today. The pivot worked because it went up against their pivot. They weren't outnumbered. So, even Kane dropping in didn't do much, or tried to anyway. But an 8 for me. Okay, let's move on to the front three. Let's get this out of the way because I don't want to spend too much time on this player. Mount. Chris, start Mount.
A lot better than last game. We can easily say that, right?
Yeah.
He did pretty good. He dropped in a lot. It felt like he's playing midfield to me, but he had a good shot. He had good link up. I thought he's decent, solid.
Yeah.
I give him a 7. So much more better than last game.
Hey, Timo, Mount.
I thought he said what do you call him, Timo then.
Mount is 7 for me.
Yeah.
Just standard regular, innit? I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like,
Peter, Mount. I like that. I like everyone said that, no need to spend a long time talking about Mount.
Look, man.
Need it. Yeah.
Playing off the left, I thought he was good. In the final third, I'd still like to see more. Winning the ball back was good. In transition, in the deeper phases was good. In the actual attacking half where we needed to make a difference, I think he was poor.
Yeah.
I would give him a 6.
Okay. I agree. I thought the first half, the front three were great at pressing, making Tottenham go deeper. I thought he did well. I thought he was good backing up Cucurella on that side. Second half, he sort of waned a bit, even his fitness levels. And he had that shot in the second half where I thought if he just hit it cleanly, it would have gone in. But apart from that, it's not real much. I can remember him in the second half, so he gets a 6 from me as well. Okay. Kai Havertz. I'm going to start with Kai. So Kai gets a 7 for me. I thought it was leaps and bounds, a far better performance than last week. More pressing in the first half, linked up well with Sterling, I thought, a few times on that right-hand side. Had the shot that led to the corner, which led to the goal. Second half, should have scored from that Reece one, hit his shin. Played better up more centrally. Got more physical, got more involved, got fouled for their equaliser. I think 7 for me. It's a good response because he needed that. And I need him to do more of that. Do you know what I mean? I need him to have more of an influence on the game. He can't miss that. That was on a plate.
I was pissed off at Reece James.
That was like you. That was like Chris. That was like you and you yourself. We go face to face whenever that is. I don't know when it will be. Probably never.
I'm a hologram.
But you handing me a book like that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that.
And you just drop it.
Yeah, exactly. I
literally, you have your hands out there, and then you move your hands out the way.
Yeah, he should have. That definitely should have scored like that. So yeah, keep that up. Very good, but you're going to need to start putting the ball in the back of the net very soon. Next week, do you know what? Actually, do you know what? Screw very soon. Next week, I need a Havertz goal. I'm sorry, I need a Havertz goal. That not a Havertz goal in a draw or a defeat. A Havertz goal in a win. I need a Havertz to score the first goal or the winning goal. That's what I need him to do. Peter Havertz.
Yo, Armando Broya, pay attention. Your time is coming soon, my friend. Kai Havertz, better today than a completely anonymous. The pressing was there. The effort was there. All that stuff is well and good. That's one of the best balls Reece James is going to play in his career. He fluffed it from 7 yards away. We can make all the excuses about the refs. Yes, we ended up scoring after that anyways. But like when you get gilt-edged chances like that, you got a bag. You have to. I'll give him a 5. Better than last week, but I don't think he played great. What's up?
Do you know what? What did I give him last week? I think I gave him a 1.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't think he. Let me redo my score. I don't think he's 6 times better than what I gave him last week. I'm just thinking, and it's not because Jesse's put it there, actually. And Mount, I'm going to redo Mount's. Well, I'm going to Mount's a 5, and Havertz is a 6, or Havertz is 6.
I'll flip those. Mount's a 6 and Havertz is a 5.
I thought Havertz was better today than Mount.
I thought he was worse today.
I can't lie, man. That miss, you ain't getting away from me.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Can we just both say
man, you ain't getting away with it.
I don't know if to me as well. I don't think he's involved as much as Mount, but maybe Mount did fizz out in second half. I do agree, but I thought he's a little bit worse than Mason Mount, and that chance was a killer chance. Like if that was Timo Werner, is all over the timeline.
That's very true. No, you're right. You're right.
He's
just as guilty as Timo Werner for missing chances.
For me, though, like in terms of what Mount was being asked to do, in terms of like overloading the midfield, coming off the left and like pressing and helping out Tuchel, like I think there was more to what Mount was asked to do. Compared to like Havertz really was just kind of running around trying to get on the end of stuff and looking busy. Like we're really praising him for looking busy.
Well, he did. Yeah, I thought in the first half he did do some good link up.
Yeah, like the right footed shot that Lloris kicked in, that was a good.
It was a good link up.
Sterling and him, like I'm not.
He's right though. Chris is right about that miss. That was very
let's not be burner guys, and our reaction is good.
No, I'm just saying he's just as bad as Timo shooting. Honestly, people say he's better, but he's not.
I'm giving them both 5. I can't.
I'm cool with both 5. I'm cool with that.
I'm giving Kai Havertz a 5, and I think I gave Mason Mount a 7. I should have gave him a 6 actually, because he did fizz out second half. I gave him a 6. He's a little bit better for me.
I'll say 5.5.
You've hardly mentioned Mount. I don't know what you're talking about, Gary. You've hardly mentioned Mount.
I don't think it's an agenda. I just want my.
I thought Mount did good
in derby games.
Well, listen, if you're comparing last week's Mount and Havertz performance to this week, that's why it's 4 better, because they were better this week, even though they weren't outstanding. Do you know what I mean? So last week they were atrocious, both of them.
Jester, that was still a good effort shot. I know he missed it.
Oh,
but like,
yes.
Nah, he's got to get the parking.
That was a Bruno shot.
He's got to get the. Nah, like I'm not asking.
You know, players do miss shots from outside the box. It does like just a bit over beat lines.
It was
Chris,
inside
we're
the
not
box.
asking.
Which shot you on about?
Chris, we're not asking Mount to
First
put it in the top corner and play it in off
Just
the
get it on
bar.
target.
I
But
thought it was
like,
just outside.
don't, Chris, don't put that shit into the fucking Matthew Harding up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the
Like,
first half,
I know he
Chris.
was outside the box, but it's not like he was 28 yards from goal.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't
Or
miles
20.
out.
He was right outside the box. Like stuff like that.
It was. It was a
I'm not
field
asking
goal.
you to make that, but you got to do better than what you did.
Yeah, you got to
That's
make
what-
the goalkeeper
I don't
save
think that's
that.
reasonable.
Yeah,
If you want to make Lloris look amazing and put it on target, cool. But
Yeah.
like, you got to do better than you did. If
and
you
that's on
just,
his stronger side as well. It's not even on his left.
yeah,
It's on his
if you
right.
just blaze it over trying to hit the top corner, fair enough. But that was just a like, hey, and I'm like,
No, no, I don't know. You know what? I've fallen into the trap of people trying harder and making. You know,
Yep, that's what we're doing here. Mountain Havertz they tried their socks off today, but it's like,
Let me keep the same energy I would have given Timo Werner.
Yep.
I'm keeping the same energy. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. If that was Timo Werner missing that shot like that, I've been all over that. No, you're right. Chat, you're right. 5 each.
I'm the one who said it.
That was Mount.
I called it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
'Cause-
So Mount, we've done Mount, right? So
Yeah.
So sorry for the banners, they are here. Let's talk about Sterling. Chris, let's start with you, Sterling.
He was better than the two attackers we still had.
Yeah.
Like, he did have a little bit of frustration moment where he should have released it, but like, you know, he did the right timing for Reece James. He gave Reece James a good assist. He was good. He was involved a lot. His hold up was good. I would give Sterling a 7.5. I feel like he's alone up there sometimes. He's got dead attackers with him. I know he can miss like a bit though, but he's nowhere near as bad as like Kai Havertz shooting. He puts that Reece James chance. I think Sterling 100% puts that in, like
Right.
with that one. But yeah, like I give him a 7.5.
Timo?
I said 7.5 as well. Just because I feel like
What?
I didn't hear it.
Didn't
I
hear
said-
that, Timo.
Wait, can you hear me now? I said
Yeah, you know, yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah,
Robert, you're losing, by the way.
7.5. Yeah, 7.5
Seven.
for me, man.
1.5.
Yeah, that chances that he's it's so frustrating as well to watch, but I don't think he's that bad.
Who are you talking to, Fatter?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're going in and out, bro.
Oh,
No,
I
I
thought he's
thought-
talking to someone.
No, I thought he was good. I thought Sterling was good, man.
You're very low,
Yeah.
man. The voice is very
I
low.
thought Sterling was good, bro. I'll take over. I thought Sterling was good. I'll give Sterling a 7. Yes,
Okay.
he should have done better with his chance in the second half, but like, I understand that's frustrating. Setting up the goal for Reece, making a chance for Kai Havertz with that back heel, and just the movement and the activity in general. It's not an amazing Sterling game, but from what I saw last week, I think he improved. Like, yeah, you guys want to say Sterling had a big chance. One, Sterling's miss is not as criminal as the Sophie German's miss. It's not, because it's not like he was eyes to eyes with Lloris from 7 yards out with a perfect cross coming in. Two, Sterling made the goal we actually scored and set up Havertz's other chance. So if we're talking on terms of like production, Sterling is the only one in that front three who can really sit there and say, hey guys, I showed up today. I don't know about you guys, but yes, we've spoken on Havertz. Yes. I'll give Sterling a 7. I'm not going to give him lower. I'm not going to say he was an 8 or 9 or something amazing. I think Sterling was slightly above average today, and he contributed to what probably should have been a winning goal. Perfectly weighted pass, simple finish from Reece, stuff like that is stuff we need to see. I thought he was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I thought his whole up play was underrated today, but did well against a more physical back three. Did well on the right hand side. I thought Havertz linked up a bit. For me, I forgot we didn't bring this up the first half. They were doing these ridiculous crossing it in like for him, and it was like he's never going to win those headers.
Yep.
So I don't know what you're doing. Second half, great assist. Missed that chance when he scored. Probably you're right, but like I said, Havertz one is far more criminal than that. He still needs help up there. I don't care what anyone says. Still needs help to actually, I think, get the best out of him, or to have someone else up there who can who can just take the pressure or take some of the defenders' eyes off him. Do you know what I mean? So he can just do his thing like that. I prefer to see him more on a wider position than central, if I'm being honest with you. I just think we might get more out of him that way. But we'll see. A 7 for me. Let's rate the manager. Actually, any subs really? Were they on for long?
Any subs I would rate? Let me just look at the minutes, man.
His subs maybe not so much, but he
got it right.
He got to me. He got the lineup like.
I would say.
Hang on. Hang on, Chris. Before we do that,
our first subs were made in minute 73. So
I'm not doing that.
I would say no.
Unless they score the winner, I'll do something. I'm not doing that. Okay, Chris. Sorry. Yeah, rate the manager. Go on.
I was gonna say like, barring the subs, maybe the subs are a bit too slow and everything, but maybe, you know how the game was going and everything, you don't want to like change too much or whatever, or change it too quickly. But I thought he got like a lot right with the lineup and everything and his tactics. We dominated Spurs. He should have got the result he wanted. He really should have. It wasn't perfect. You know, no one's perfect, so I would still give him an 8, and I think that to me that's fair for him. But
I'm not going to rate Aspi and Gallagher.
Yeah.
They weren't on.
Gallagher for that one.
Wait, when did Aspi come on?
Aspi came on as soon as that mistake.
I'm not gonna. If you didn't play at least like a half an hour for me,
yeah, unless you score like a winner or something, I don't really want to rate it. Okay,
Gallagher literally came off the last few.
What did you give him, Chris?
I gave Thomas Tuchel an 8 because I thought the lineup and everything was really good. His tactics, you know, dominate. You know, this amazing Tottenham team with their mate. He shut out like, you know, Son, Kane and all that for most of the game. So
yeah.
He should have got the result. He really should have. Yeah,
and maybe that. I still think he takes too long to make subs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like.
In general, I agree with you, but let me read you our bench from today. Let me read you our bench. Chalobah, Chilwell, Azpilicueta, Pulisic, Ziyech, Gallagher, Broja, Hudson-Odoi. Like, I would agree with you if we had a Kovacic sitting there and just didn't want to use him.
Yeah.
Although I promise you, if Kovacic is on the bench, he's on the pitch for either Jorginho or Kante in minute 60.
I know he wouldn't have done it, but do you think there was he could have at least found a place for that? Is it Chukwuemeka? Yeah.
I would have liked to see him on the bench. The problem is both Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi are still here.
Yeah.
If one of them leaves, Chukwuemeka's on the bench.
I'm glad Gallagher got some minutes because he did look. I know he did look good in certain.
Oh, we're gonna need Gallagher short term.
Yeah, exactly. Gallagher's not going anywhere now. I'll tell you right now, he's not going.
Yeah, we're gonna need him in the short term.
Yeah,
I was all on Gallagher until Conte's hamstring popped.
Yeah, I thought he did well because he broke up a couple of plays and everything like that, and you're gonna, especially his energy, especially the last game, especially his energy.
I'll say the one thing I would have liked to see today, and it's why I won't give Thomas Tuchel a 10. I'll give him a 9. One thing I would have liked to see today is Broja get more minutes.
Yes.
I would have liked to see Broja for Kai Havertz earlier. We talked about this on stream on Wednesday. I would have liked to see Broja get more minutes based off his cameo last week.
Yes.
I don't think he got enough time to really impact anything today. And I think especially with Spurs going forward at the back and trying to squeeze higher up the pitch and leaving more space, having a physical unit who could run into the channels for 20 minutes or so would have helped us.
I tell you what, next week against Leeds, if Havertz is stinking up the joint in the first half, I'd bring Broja on for a second.
Well, I'm really looking forward to Broja getting an extended run. I'm not going to on stoppage time minutes.
Half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever. If Havertz is stinking up, you want to give him another 10, 50 minutes in the second half and he's still not doing it, take him off, bring Broja on, play Broja centrally, have Sterling on the left or whatever, see how that works, and let's see what they can do. But Cole played in PL2 for Brighton. Oh, he played in Premier League too, did he? Oh, okay. But yeah, Timo, Thomas Tuchel.
Yes.
Rate him today.
Thomas Tuchel, I would give him a 9.
9? Okay.
9.
I'll change mine to a 9.
Do you think the subs were maybe a bit too late, or?
No, it was standard, I would say.
Or were you too focused looking at that Werner doll?
I don't think he can do much in that spot.
No.
Losing Kovacic, that is the
No,
biggest.
you're right. No Kovacic on there. No other forward or anything on there. No like Fofana to bring on if we sign him. no De Jong. If we sign him on loan, it's looking like he might be going to United now. But
What's the ruling if you get a red card, especially for coach?
Well, I think they were booked. They're both booked. So I think it'll only be a 1-game suspension. But then he's come out today and essentially said that Anthony Taylor shouldn't be refereeing any Chelsea games anymore.
Sure.
So he might get punished extra for that. So did
Is
Rudiger
Tuchel
gave up a goal in the 6th minute? Did he? Yeah, the subs are a bit like no. Yeah,
That's the only thing
I
I
know.
really said.
Again, like outside of the Broya thing, I'm not mad at any of the subs being as late as they were.
Yeah.
It's not like we were under immense pressure when we conceded.
Yeah.
It kind of like Kane had that chance like 7-8 minutes earlier, but the Kane chance. Fator, can you mute yourself, please?
Wait, you hear it?
Yes.
I'll mute you. It's okay.
Yes. The Kane chance, Son getting played through 1v1, and then the goal happened all within like 30 minutes of the second half. But I don't. The subs, we could say subs earlier, but like outside of Broya, again, like, are we throwing Azpilicueta in there sooner and taking Jorginho off or Loftus-Cheek off? Like,
I don't see.
I don't think there was many obvious solutions sooner in the match today. I think what we had is kind of what we had.
I think they can take you. The thing is, though, I think if he had a little bit more trust in, say, a Gallagher, he might have brought him on for Jorginho and left everything in the back that they were supposed to. Or I just don't. It's one of those things. I give him a 9 as well. I think listen, I think he got the starting lineup spot on. His tactics were spot on. And you can. I don't care what anyone says. You can tell he's happier, right? He just looks happier. I know that he would have been very disappointed with the result, and he was angry at Conte, but he just looks happier. Even his interview when he's talking about Lukaku before, even discussing him, there's no scours. Like he even said himself, it's his fault that Lukaku happened. What happened with Lukaku? Okay, fine, and he wanted to keep him apparently as well for another season. So all this like reports it was Marina and Czech who wanted to have a Tuchel. I don't know if Tuchel was doing it to save face, save them guys.
Because he's still technically our player.
But yeah, exactly. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
you know how it is.
Yeah. But 9 today. I thought, listen, let's see on after September the 1st, what the squad looks like, because we're starting to hear that these guys might just pay people off to leave, like cancel their contracts and everything like that. We're definitely in the market. If we weren't before, we need a midfielder, probably 2 now. If we're deep in it, possibly 2, and another attacker, and Fofana.
Sorry, guys. Kovacic will be back next week. We're good. Be right again.
Yeah, for how long? Do you know what I mean?
Amen.
It's like an egg timer.
Oh, you guys think we're playing Jorginho and Gallagher next week? Brother Kovacic is going to play.
No.
He has to. I promise you.
I feel so sorry for Tuchel, man. He doesn't have many options.
You're probably right, Jester. You wouldn't in his life.
I feel bad for Tuchel today too.
Did they announce?
He didn't have much. Yeah, you're right.
Did they announce the Kovacic return for next week?
What?
Oh, but he didn't say Kovacic was going to be missing for 3 or 4 weeks. He said Kovacic is out for this game with a minor knee problem.
Yeah.
Guys, Kovacic is playing. He's playing next week. You get over it.
No. So if he plays next week or not, whatever.
If he was out for a longer term, he would have said.
Hopefully, next week we have a new player by then, or a couple of new players by then. Hopefully,
ideal scenario. Frankie De Jong swallows his pride and sits on our bench next week while Kovacic and Jorginho ball out. But is that going to happen? Probably not.
The chaos, and hopefully Fofana signs as well. And then Anthony.
Where did that signing come from? Then
I don't even know. Look,
I don't even want him.
We're not gonna give this entertainment. We're not gonna do this.
No. Listen, no. I think there's talent there, but I don't know where this has come from. That's the
40 million as well. And they rejected it. So fair enough. We should turn our back.
50. The rate of 50.
50 million. I just don't know.
I just don't know where it's come from. I really don't. It's just like sort of like, whoa, what's going on here? But yeah, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you for everyone who's locked in with us. Do appreciate that. like and share the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I think we're a couple away from 1.3 subs. So that's good. We'll be back Wednesday, I believe. Maybe some breaking transfer news would have happened. We can discuss that. Maybe people have left as well. We can discuss that. Maybe Alonso leaves this week. That would be good. Oh my God.
What?
Bloody hell. Good Lord, man. We're just about to wrap up.
An hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, I just finished the stream.
Ah,
wow.
You're
ending the stream too.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Give us your. No, let's. Yeah. Give us your opinion on the game. Now you've had a couple of hours to digest it and everything like that.
Aside from the whole like refereeing incidents and whatnot, I think we should have done better to win the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the defending for one, at least for the first goal anyway, and two, like Havertz had a chance that was a dead setter he should have scored.
Yeah.
That would have made it 2-0 before they equalized.
Is that before the?
Nah, it would have been 2-1.
Would have been 2-1. Okay, cool. But like, okay, but that would have still been 2-1 going into halftime anyway.
Sterling would have made it. Which Havertz chance? The first one?
I'm talking about the one, but yeah, before halftime.
Oh, when Lloris kicked his that would have been 2-0. We had plenty of chances to make it.
Yeah. That's the one. That's what I'm talking about. And then the Sterling chance. Yeah, and then there was also Sterling's chance as well. To be fair, I'm not really getting onto Sterling for missing that. Fair enough, but the Havertz one especially, he should have buried. Well, Havertz had a few that he should have buried, and that's the sort of thing where, like, for me, it's just the same old story we've seen from our forwards for the past couple of seasons, where we'll dominate a game, we should win, our forwards will mess it up, and then we'll end up drawing or losing because maybe of some stupid decision or because they'll miss 3 sitters or whatever. So, like, it is what it is. I'm not really fussed. It's annoying, the whole Anthony Taylor, whatever, debacle, but whatever, who cares? Yeah, Chelsea fans, just I get it, we hate Spurs, whatever, but just like relax, it's fine. We'll get top 4 anyways. Who cares about the rest of this?
Yeah, it was you.
Fucking slimy club, man. Fucking
cunts. Well, Prime, I know you've been on many streams this week with Tottenham fans about how they're going to smash us 3-0, 3-1. You know, this is the best time to play us. We're not prepared. Stuff like that.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, I was just on Big Six, and Ethan saying I did a preview with him, and he was saying 3-1 will batter you, and now he's saying 1-0 or 2-2 draw. You know, it's a good result for Spurs.
Great mentality, right? We showed great mentality.
Yeah,
to keep on going.
And I'm just like, you know, if we'd played City or Liverpool, they would have beaten us. Would have beaten us like 3-2 or 4-2 because they would have just taken their chances. They wouldn't have got pocketed by our defense, and like it just shows they don't have that quality.
City probably,
yeah. No, but I'm just using the point of they're better than Spurs. Yeah. Like they're better than Spurs, and they would have actually taken chances because again, we put Spurs back into the game by not taking ours. And if we do us doing that against City win the game. Us doing that against Liverpool, they would probably have won the game. That's just using the point of you're not competing for this. They'll get top 4, but like anything more than that, they're not doing. They're not going to win the league. They're not winning Champions League. They're not winning a trophy.
I'll be so real with you. I don't know if that Tottenham team gets top 4.
Right, I got to say, man. Do you know what? I just don't want us to let Tottenham fans forget this week what they said, or just leading up to it. Like, you know, you run your mouth. That's why I put in a super chat or put a chat in on the terrace. That Patrick guy, good guy, terrace. When he said he was going to smash us 3-1 or something like that, I said, and you should respect us. I said, why is it always the teams that aren't doing well?
Earn your respect before you ask for respect.
I earn your respect for what? Winning 8 games last season? You basically just did what a relegation team did every season, you know, to stay up. It's like, do something and then we'll respect you. That's not why we don't respect you, is because you ask for respect. Yeah? People that ask for respect, don't respect them.
Exactly.
Why?
But like look at Spurs' team today. It's the same 11 they had at the end of last season.
It's the same ones last week. We didn't play anything.
This Spurs summer window that everybody hyped up, they reinforced their team, all of this. you could say Richarlison had an impact on the game when he came on. I don't think, and yeah, Perisic for the corner, fair enough. But like outside of Basuma, Perisic, and Richarlison, I guess, I don't think they've added any real like quality to their team. They're just numbers. Like Surfer, you said Jed Spence. Good luck if he even plays. He wasn't even in the matchday squad.
Tuchel was Conte was asked about him. He went,
Conte said he's not my player. He's not my player.
I don't think Tottenham fans realise he doesn't like youth. He likes experienced players. And also, can I just tell you this? He very rarely rotates his team.
Yes.
Well. Even at Inter. Look at the Inter team. They're in different competitions. He very rarely rotates. So prepare for your guys to be run into the ground this season. We already saw it pre-season where Son nearly fainted during a pre-season training session because he overran him. It's just be prepared, bro. You know. Anyway. Who was your man of the match, Brian? You're mute.
For Chelsea, Koulibaly. I guess Koulibaly. He was phenomenal. I'll give it to him. Let me ask you guys this: do you guys think we played overly brilliant today?
Yes.
I thought we were in cruise control. I'm not gonna lie.
Brian,
I think we played well.
Brian,
No. Not that we played bad, but I don't think we.
I think it was really
another gear.
I'll put it this way. Our team and our coach knows how to set up against whatever it is Tottenham and Conte try to do specifically. There's a very clear game plan. They've used it pretty much every game since Conte came in terms of the inverted wingback stepping into midfield and going to 4 on the ball kind of thing and just overloading the central areas, having Mount play off the left. We've done it every fucking time. So for me, I don't think the team did anything today that they weren't prepared to do. But at the same time, I was proud of the way we played.
I don't know how to describe this. I'm not saying we were terrible or they should have given more or anything.
I don't think it was a Bernabeu last season level performance.
Because again, Ethan was saying, and I see Spurs fans acting as if Chelsea turned up and we gave it everything and we died on the line and stuff. And I'm like, no, we didn't step out of first scare really. If we played any better, we would have battered you.
I think we played. Do you know what it was?
I think we played well enough to win, but it wasn't it's not an all-time Chelsea performance kind of thing.
Yeah.
What I saw us do, even in the first leg against Madrid, the year we won the Champions League, in that first half, how I saw us play, it wasn't that. It wasn't that, bro. I'm sorry. It wasn't Champions League final level performance. It wasn't. It was good. We were pretty good in most areas of the pitch. We were weak in areas where we've been weak before. The ref didn't fucking help us at all. I don't know how someone gets away with pulling someone's hair like that. I don't get it, but whatever. Right? But also, the comment here, it was hot as shit. I think it's normal for the team to have had that approach in the middle of the second half. I don't really blame them for how that match ended or what it kind of began to look like. I get it.
I guess everything rolls into one, really. I think, do you know what I thought it was? A little bit. And it's very strange for the Spurs. And I just don't think we thought they were going to do anything. Do you know what I mean? Even when they scored their first goal, I don't think this side thought they were going to get an equaliser. When James scored, I think they thought, that's it. We've done a hard bit getting back in front. We don't need to do anything more. We still played well, but I just don't think they had the mindset of Spurs could come back into this.
We kind of got sucker punched. We kind of got sucker punched twice.
Yeah, we did. We got hit. Yeah, it's football, isn't it? It's got it got to 90 plus minutes, and it was 6 minutes go up. But it's okay. We should now see this out. We didn't, but we should now see this out.
And that's the only problem. Maybe not problem, but that's the only thing I'm we should have saw. We should not have conceded 2 against Spurs. I don't think we should have conceded at all against Spurs. On a different day, we get a clean sheet, and that's my thing. I'm just thinking.
I'll put it this way. I don't think they played well enough to score twice.
No, they didn't. No, yeah. They did not.
I could kind of hear the first one if you want to let the foul go and say it was too far away from that phase of play. But the offsides obstructing thing, I don't know why no one's talking about that with where Richarlison was standing on the shot. Like, I don't know how that just got brushed under everything. Like, the second one, if you're just going to let someone's hair get pulled in front of the ref, cool. Could we have defended the corner better? I do want to say that was an amazing corner that was taken. Should we have marked better at the near post? Yes. But, guys, a goalkeeper's not going from the center of his goal to meeting that with contact within like a second and a half. He's not getting there. Mendy's in no man's land if he commits to that. Should we have marked better because they tried to do it previously? Yes. But, like, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to be like, oh, we definitely should have won regardless of, like, refereeing, like, interfere. I guess for me, because we conceded so late, it would have been one thing if that happened in the 80th and we still had time to win. But, like, if Anthony Taylor calls a foul for hair pulling, which I think is a foul, I don't know, like, it should be, then that second corner doesn't happen. We probably take 30 seconds, poof the ball up the pitch, and the game ends. You know, like, it's just so weird. It's such a strange feeling today. I feel like they saw a chance for chaos and they said, you know what, we're pushing the chaos button. And that's it. And we're going to let it go.
I think they thought, you know what? Conspiracy hat time. I think what happened is they were fooled by Spurs, thinking that Spurs were going to come here and roll us over. And they thought for 80 or so minutes it hadn't happened. Let's now do a couple of things. Let's do this and that and roll over. But obviously it's not true. But Leeds next. We'll mention more of that on Wednesday. I think it's next Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time, I think it is.
Yeah. 2 p.m. UK time. So it's a 6 a.m. kickoff from you guys. Let's do this.
But that's away, so that'll be Ellen Road. And I said before early in the stream, I think if we play 75%, 80% of how we play today, I think we will smash Leeds. They dropped 2 points against, Southampton.
Hey, we're not going to disrespect Southampton Football Club. It's not what we're doing, so.
We are.
Joe Aribo, stay woke.
No Haribo. Yeah.
Hey, we're not going to do this.
And Hassan and Crashing Hotel. But anyway.
Haribo.
I still had it with it. That's a good one. Timo, travel well, my friend. Get back soon.
Yeah, thank you guys. I don't want
to ever be on stream with you with that Timo Werner doll, please. It freaks me out.
Oh, do you have the doll? Can I see it? Can I see it?
Look at that.
It's kind of scary a little bit. It's more scary than a Chucky doll.
Big up CFC Mook, man. Go follow him on Twitter.
Do you know where you find dolls like that? In serial killer rooms.
Yeah,
that's
like
where you
that doll
find
is
It's an ugly doll.
Andrew. On the off chance that he is a serial killer, do you not want to be nice to Timo? Just in case.
Just saying, Timo, don't sit on the face of that doll. That's all I'm saying.
Sit on the face and don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Sophia's watching.
Who's watching? Sorry, who's watching? Who's watching? He's gone.
One of his many bunders. Timo, get back strong, my friend.
Yeah.
Chris.
Bunden, White Hart Lane.
Prime, thanks for joining late as usual. But like I said, like and share the video, subscribe. We're near to 1.3 subs. Please do that. Like I said, we'll be back Wednesday. Turn your notification bell on as well. Good number of healthy people in here tonight. So really I'm happy with that since there's a lot of streams on right now. I think Sarcasm City is just about to launch the Q&A for our fan call-in show. So you want to hop over there, big them up. Don't be nice to Flawless. Don't let him deflect off of Man United losing 4-0 yesterday, please. Just remind him of that constantly. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday. Thank you very much. Enjoy the little hours left of the weekend. And it's supposed to rain in the UK this week, so big up. Have a good day.